is Monday. I'm hoping that your day has started off well. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode and a very warm welcome. So yesterday, Prince Harry attended the NBA Finals game, which was a match between Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs. And Prince Harry seemed to have a wonderful time there. Honestly, from the pictures that I saw, Prince Harry had a wonderful time. In fact, he was seated next to the NBA's commissioner, Adam Silver, and he invited Prince Harry to this game. So yeah, Prince Harry had a wonderful time. And we saw how the UK media cried so much over this, saying, how dare Prince Harry go to this game and miss the trooping of the colour? And I was just like, so the trooping of the colour is something so important that Prince Harry had to go to and not go to the NBA's. Well, first of all, Prince Harry hasn't gone to the trooping of the colour in like 6.5 years. So him missing this year again isn't a big deal. It was bound to happen. And I'm just sure the UK media were obviously bitter because Harry was having a wonderful time, whereas the leftovers had a very horrible time during the trooping of the colour. And amid all of those tantrums, the UK media managed to come up with another lie, saying that Spike Lee, who is a film director and also an actor who was present at that game, snubbed Prince Harry. And honestly, it was funny to me because I saw the video of Prince Harry and Spike Lee just having a very brotherly conversation. They seemed to be vibing with each other. And I didn't understand how the UK media even came up with that story. But it was so obvious that they were still going to come up with something negative about that. Anyway, yesterday I discussed that. I actually showed you how they engaged. Prince Harry went to have a conversation with him, and you could see that Spike Lee actually first had a conversation with Prince Harry before greeting him. So he didn't snub Prince Harry the way the UK media wanted to portray. So that was obviously a very big lie. But now Prince Harry's spokesperson has literally responded to all of those lies by the UK media. So according to GB News, who got this response, obviously no, they got this response after bugging Prince Harry's team. So the response they got, as they wrote on their piece, said, a spokesperson for Prince Harry subsequently dismissed suggestions that Mr. Lee had snubbed him as nonsense. So the response Prince Harry and his team have given to the people who are asking about this interaction is nonsense. Yeah, very direct, very simple, and very short answer. And I think everything the UK media come up with concerning Prince Harry and Meghan and every other single lie that they come up with should be responded with that nonsense, because everything these people say, every other lie is just nonsense. Like, how do you lie when you've literally seen the video and you could tell that they didn't, okay, Prince Harry wasn't snubbed. Spike Lee seemed to have a brotherly conversation with Prince Harry. So how do you then come up with all of these lies? It's obviously nonsense, and the UK media are just really stupid. Honestly, they are out of their minds. If they thought people are going to believe everything they wrote before they even saw the video itself. So yeah, that is actually a very good response coming from Prince Harry and his team. And again, it puts the UK media in shame. Did they really have to ask Prince Harry's team about this? It wasn't necessary at all, but the UK media, being the UK media, just behave this way, right? But as I said, they are obviously bitter because Prince Harry is having a wonderful time. Prince Harry is having the time of his life. He is enjoying himself, going wherever he wants to go without anyone telling him, no, you can't go there because you're going to overshadow your brother, or you're going to overshadow your father, or your stepmother Camilla. So that is what makes these people really angry, because they can't control him. So they resort to writing negative things about him and his wife and his kids. But at the end of the day, they all look really dumb. And them actually crying about Prince Harry not attending the trooping of the colour. Like, first of all, what was the essence of Prince Harry even attending the trooping of the colour? Just to be booed at like the rest of the royals, or for him to be a lonely figure at that balcony the way the Duke of Kent was? Well, if you haven't seen the way that the Duke of Kent was actually treated on that balcony, then let me show you first. Because this too has drawn a lot of criticism. So here's the video of the Duke of Kent literally being snubbed by members of the royal family on that balcony. So just take a look. Is that you could see that the Duke of Kent was literally trying to have a conversation with these people, but none of them seemed to be paying any attention to him. In fact, he was literally struggling to lean over to talk to the Welses, but none of them was looking at him. And you can't tell me they didn't know that the Duke of Kent was there. They obviously knew, but they deliberately snubbed this man. And I honestly feel sorry for this man because he's obviously very old and he still has to stand up on that balcony, wave at people or look at whatever the royal family members are looking at. And I don't think it's fair at all. They should give him a break. And can you believe it? This man has actually been doing a lot of work compared to Kate Middleton. And he does all of that in his condition. So I believe they should give this man a break. This is the first time I'm going to say I'm actually feeling pity and sorry for someone in that family because he doesn't deserve to be doing all of these things at his age. They should leave this man alone. They should let him rest. I mean, enough is enough. And during that process, when everyone was literally snubbing him, you could see that he literally took out his phone and started filming the event because he was just so bored. And even the Sun actually wrote about this story, but the comments were literally of people being angry at the way members of the royal family treated the Duke of Kent. So this is what the Sun wrote on their page. So that the Duke of Kent cuts a lonely figure as he looks at phone during trooping parade. And then they proceeded to post that video of the Duke of Kent obviously looking very sad and very lonely at that balcony. And the comments were obviously of people really angry at the way this family is treating this man. For example, one person commented on this saying, "The royal family should be really ashamed of themselves the way they treated the Duke of Kent yesterday. This isn't a farm anymore. It's just, this isn't a family anymore. It's just a farm/stroke business." Exactly. This is not how family behaves. This is not how family treats you. But it seems like as long as the spotlight isn't on you, they don't care as much about what you are actually going through. And then another person was like, "Misery all over. This isn't a life anyone would admire or should admire." Exactly. There's nothing to be admired about this family. And then another person, "This is a dysfunctional family. No love, all choreography." Exactly. It's all for the cameras. But this time, they forgot to pretend to at least show some care to the Duke of Kent. And another person, "What a sad moment for a widower. Where's the love and warmth for this lonely old man? A very bad optics. This slimmed down monarchy have no warmth or star powers. It's boring up there." Yeah, and the whole thing actually looked so cold. All of these people just seemed really, really cold. And if Kate Middleton had at least tried to talk to the Duke of Kent because she was the closest adult person to him. So maybe if she had extended some kind of warmth or just concern to the Duke of Kent during this event, then at least the optics would have been better. But these people just made it worse by isolating this old man. And then another person even said, "Poor guy, not one person acknowledged him. The royal family are a bunch of cold individuals." Exactly. All of these people are so cold. And you can just tell by the way they treat each other. And another person said, "The way the family treats hardworking members tells you everything you need to know about these leeches. First Harry and Meghan, and now the Duke of Kent. Disgusting." Yeah, or maybe they are jealous of the Duke of Kent because he works harder than Kate Middleton. Okay, that is a joke, but I would not be surprised that if that is actually the case, because they have a history of being jealous over other people who work harder than them, and Kate Middleton is one person who seems like a very jealous, very mean, and very bitter woman. So yeah, maybe that is why she didn't want anything to do with the man or was ignoring him the entire time. And then another person said, is this the modern monarchy we've been hearing so much about? Well, surprise, surprise, this is the modern monarchy that they have been talking so much about. But there's really nothing modern to it if they don't have empathy, if they don't have love, if they don't have respect towards each other. Everything else is just for the cameras. And another person said, that family treated him like crap. They trot him out when they need someone to do the work, but then act like they don't know him later. I feel so bad for him. Me too, honestly. I feel so bad for the Duke of Kent and the way they treated him. And I think ever since I knew this man, I've just been feeling so sorry for him and the way he is forced to go to events. I don't know if he is forced or goes there willingly, but honestly, it's not a good look for the royal family, for the royal monarchy as a whole, and for every single person in that family, because it just shows the kind of people that they are. Instead of making someone like Kate go to these events, they make the Duke of Kent to go there, a man who literally struggles to even walk. This is evil. And honestly, now looking at such things, looking at the way the Duke of Kent is treated, I'm just grateful to God for the way the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are happy in California. Because can you imagine Prince Harry at his old age, maybe at 90 or 80, looking like the Duke of Kent, and he's treated the same way? That would be really, really bad. So I'm just happy that they are far away in California and no one is bothering them there. And the UK media crying about Prince Harry not going to the Trooping of the Colour is actually so lame, because is this the kind of treatment that they would subject Prince Harry to? Then I would rather Prince Harry just stays in his home in California, goes to the NBA games, goes to any other event, but not the royal family's events, because those people are just so mean. And if they can treat their very own, like the Duke of Kent, this way, then can you imagine how they would treat Meghan and the children? Maybe it would be even worse. So yeah, I'm just grateful that they are far away from these people. So yeah, that is it from me today. So I'd love to know what you think about this story. Then I'll see you on the next episode. And for those who haven't subscribed, kindly make sure to do that. And let's keep growing our new channel. And for those who have subscribed, thank you all so much. I feel the love, I feel the support, and I truly appreciate. So until next time, you all have a wonderful time. Goodbye.